Hello. Good morning. Welcome. Here we go. Welcome, everyone. Hello, everybody. Good morning. I'm Angela Powers, the director of the Greenlee School of Journalism and Communication, and here at Iowa State University, and we're just really excited that you're here and joining us for this very exciting kickoff of the inaugural Greenlee Summit on Trending Strategies for Journalism, Advertising, and Public Relations. Welcome to all of you here at the Alumni Center in Ames, as well as all of you who will be joining us online for a vital conversation about social media and how all of this plays out in our media industries and for media consumers and our culture. I'd like to thank Dr. Beate Schmittmann in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, who supported this initiative from the beginning, as well as my Greenlee School Advisory Council. I would like you all to stand up for just a minute, if you would please. My advisory council, the Greenlee School. And a couple of people I'd like to stay standing, including Barbara Iverson and Rick Phillips from my advisory council back there as well, without whose help this vision of a Greenlee Summit would not have happened at all. In fact, it was their vision. Thank you for working every day to plan the 2018 inaugural Greenlee Summit. I'd also like to thank our major sponsors. I'm going to read their names, and they're up here as well. We're really grateful for your support, including PRSA Iowa, Cox Media Group, the Des Moines Register, Grey Dog Media, Iowa Realty, Meredith, Nationwide, Strategic America, Meeks, Weber Shandwick, Flynn Wright, Our Iowa Magazine, Thalen Public Relations, Essman Associates, Fairway, Mindfire, and Sounder Public Relations. You all generously supported this summit. Thank you so much. Every day, there are 3 billion users of social media. 91% of all retail brands use 2 or more social media channels. Internet users have an average of 7.6 social media accounts, and we all know that, right? We all have them. Such statistics make it all the more important for us to talk about our work environment, our careers, and our world. Our understanding of advertising, public relations, and journalism is changing every day, and we believe from the beginning that a summit was needed to bring the most pressing issues to the forefront, and you all agreed. Our registration sold out. More than 200 people registered, with more on a waiting list, representing 9 states. About 70% of us here, though, are ISU alumni. Most of you currently are professionals from the fields of journalism, advertising, and public relations who are eager to address trends in our industry. But we also opened it up to everyone, and we welcome all of you who came here today. Your participation is very important, and we want to continue this dialogue well beyond today. But right now, I'd like to introduce the Dean of ISU's College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. Beate Schmittmann has served as Dean since 2012. She is leading key initiatives to promote research, student success, and college advancement. Most notable have been her efforts to grow and sustain an internationally competitive profile for ISU in research such as global citizenry, technology, societal responsibility, and sustainability, areas so fitting for our summit today. Dean Schmittmann is a fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Science, to name just a few, one actually. Her research focuses on statistical and biological physics. She has authored or co-authored more than 100 peer-reviewed articles and a book. Dean Schmittmann earned a PhD in physics from the University of Edinburgh, Scotland. And we have another person from Edinburgh, Scotland. Raise your hand so you two can share notes. There you go. So please join me in welcoming Dean Beate Schmittmann.
Well, thank you very much, Angela. And welcome, everyone. This is an amazing audience in this room. I'm really honored to be here with you today for this inaugural event. And first of all, I want to say I'm, of course, one of your readers, one of your listeners. I'm part of your audience. I consume some of the strategic communications that you generate, and I consume your analysis, your articles, your TV stories. And I really appreciate what you do every day. Now, more than ever, it is important to quickly and accurately communicate information locally, nationally, and internationally. But first, you have to capture and hold the attention of an increasingly short attention span world. And you're competing with an incredible, disparate range of other information sources, sometimes with conflicting facts, and sometimes worse, with fake news. Yet as professionals, the journalism, advertising, public relations, and communication fields are responding with new strategies and the flexibility to meet new challenges head on. And we're here today to hear about some of these strategies. While challenging, this environment also makes for intriguing research and educational opportunities. Here at Iowa State University in the college and in the Greenlee School, we prepare students to communicate effectively and clearly in their fields and in their future careers. We help them develop critical thinking and decision-making skills, analysis skills, data analytics skills, and encourage our students to seek out diverse ideas and information. Very soon, these students will join you in your newsrooms and teams, facing the same challenges that you address every day. Today, we have a tremendous lineup of speakers and presenters, a blend of practitioners and researchers who are at the forefront of those challenges and successes. I hope you enjoy the sessions and continue the discussions that start here today. In fact, I do encourage you to keep those discussions going and also keep in touch with the Greenlee School, and for those of you who are alums, also with LAS. I know we have a lot of alumni here today. Angela just told us, how many of you are actually alumni of the school and of the university. Please keep in mind that we really love to hear about your achievements and successes. Please share them with us. And even better, our students love to learn from your experiences. I would like to thank our faculty and staff, especially Alyssa Rudd and Angela Powers, for working so hard on this event. And I would also like to extend a special thanks to the members of the Greenlee School Advisory Council and to our sponsors for making the summit possible. We are truly fortunate to have such incredible alumni and friends. And as you can imagine, it takes a tremendous amount of work at a time when the semester is coming to a close and everybody's getting last minute things done and exams are looming to pull off an event on this scale. And one more thing. I would like to share a little piece of good news about someone who is with us today. Typically, this information is shared by the Iowa State University Alumni Association, but I received special, and I mean very special, permission to share it with you. You all know about news that is still encumbered. Considering the crowd, I thought this would be an excellent time to share some news which is literally breaking news, hot off the press, etc. And I'm bragging about Dave Kearns, who is sitting over here. Dave, will you stand for a moment? Dave Kearns is a 1982 journalism and mass communication graduate. He was selected for the Iowa State University 2018 Alumni Service Award in recognition of his efforts to support Iowa State, LAS, and the Greenlee School. Dave, congratulations. And I just want to recognize Dave. He's a friend of the university, a tremendous friend of the college, and a long-standing supporter of the Greenlee School. And he really has been a tremendous champion for Greenlee School, especially throughout our partnership with the Meredith Corporation. So once again, on behalf of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, thank you for joining us. I hope you will enjoy the day, and I will now turn over the microphone to Barb Iverson, a 1976 journalism graduate, and the chair of the Greenlee Advisory Council.
Welcome, everybody. It's awesome to see so many people here. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about the Greenlee Advisory Council that both Beate and Angela mentioned. It was formed many years ago, and it serves the Greenlee schools. So we have about 25 people who are industry thought leaders throughout the country who serve on the council, representing a lot of fields, but primarily, of course, the three majors, degree programs, journalism, advertising, and public relations. We come together twice a year to meet and to talk about our changing work environments, what's going on in the industry, what we're looking for in terms of interns and hires. And of course, with the world, the way it's changed in the last several years in the communications environment, it's just a constant topic for the Advisory Council, like, wow, you know, our world feels like it's been turned upside down. And we've had a lot of really lively discussions among ourselves at the Advisory Council about this changing world of communications. And we thought, why not open this up to a bigger group, to have this discussion and to encourage dialogue among all of us much more often. So that's really how this entire summit was started. We approached Beate a couple of years ago and said, what do you think? And she said, absolutely, this is exactly the kind of thing that Greenlee should be doing. Angela started then a year ago. It'll be only a year this coming July. But Rick Phillips and I had a conversation with her very early on. I think it was in April or May, just a year ago right now. She also fully supported it, and that's what really propelled us into planning today's event. It was a maiden voyage for us. We've never done anything like this with the Greenlee School, but we knew it was really important to bring together the industry. Having people like all of you who are working in this field every day come together, hear speakers, and learn and share information. We were really pleased that we had such wonderful luck reaching out and getting some amazing speakers and panelists. And I think all you have to do is look at the program today to say, wow, they recognize that this is an important topic, the trending strategies in journalism, advertising, and public relations. They know their work is changing every day as well. And so it'll be really, I think, very exciting, invigorating, and we'll all learn from what we have to hear from folks today. When we set out on this summit, we were very focused on 4 goals and also on our audience. We really wanted to focus on the industry, you folks, okay? People who are working, living, and breathing these changes and work every single day. We wanted to position the Greenlee School as the industry thought leader. And if you think about it, we get credit just for convening this group together, right? And the idea is to bring together the industry, people who work in the fields that you're all in every single day so that we can mingle and talk and learn. We also wanted to foster even better relationships between Greenlee and all of the industry. In other words, the organizations that you work for. Greenlee has a very robust and loyal alumni base, but we wanted to make sure that we bring you together more often. And really what that does end up doing is helping students, right? Because it leads to internships, it leads to better placement, it leads to new jobs for people who are graduating and so forth. It also leads to financial support for the school and industry research and so forth. So that goal was always also foremost in our mind. The third was to provide a networking opportunity for you. People love to get together, right? And so I appreciate all of you taking Friday away from work to come here because I know what it's like to leave work. It's always like, oh my gosh, can I really do this? Yes, we can do this. We need to come together and reflect and think about our jobs. And then finally, to engage and activate alumni. And we have an amazing group of alumni here today. I want to welcome all of you. I also want to welcome all of you who are not alums of Iowa State's Greenlee School. It's an amazing place. I graduated from here a long, long time ago, 1976. And every part of my career was affected by and helped by my training here at Iowa State and at the Greenlee School of Journalism and Communication. So thank you, welcome, and now we're going to get started with the program. So Alyssa, if you could help me please move to the slide that we want you to make sure that you know how to get on by Wi-Fi. Is everybody in your programs as well? You'll see the places where you can go. to get on Wi-Fi if you need to do that. And the goal is that, you get that up there? Yep. Great. So it's ISU -Cardinal or ISU guest. And no password is required. So if anyone has any questions about that, this is the person down here to talk to. Alyssa, thank you. Let's go to the next slide then. And we also have an evaluation tool that we've prepared, and we're going to use it kind of at the beginning of the day as well as at the very end of the day. So if you'd all go on to this right now, we would appreciate it. This is a very easy thing to do. Alyssa, do you want to come up and walk people through it? So get your iPhones out or your phones, and this will help us as we go through the day.
Yep, just get a sense of the room. So if you can go to menti.com, just from your web browser, you don't need to download an app or anything. And then you're going to type in the code 209692. Kind of feel like I'm calling out bingo, but 209692. And then you're going to get prompted with some questions.
Okay. Have we found it? Are people good? It's going to ask you some questions about what part of the business you're from and questions like that. So today, first question is what I'm excited about. If you just put in a few words, it'll create a cloud for us that says what the key words are. Okay, next. The next question is which sectors are in the audience? And we have people here from higher education, corporate, PR, advertising, the media. So fill that in, if you would, please. Are we ready? This is a new thing, but it's pretty cool the way it is going to help us. And at the end of the day, Rick, at the very end of the day, Rick will ask everybody to fill out an evaluation, which will literally take about 4 or 5 minutes at the very end of the day. We want to grab that before people leave or go to the reception. Okay. What's your main expectation for today? Do you have that on your phones? Learn something new, to network, to be inspired, have a good time.
Looks like we're learning something new today.
It looks like we're learning something new, as Alyssa says. Is there anything else?
Yep, that's it.
Okay. So with that, let's get started. If the first panel would please come up, we'll get started. Thank you. Welcome, everybody.